evolve to the Task Force X outfits.
Yeah, right.
X outfits.
Yeah, right.
X outfits.
They put us in bikinis.
Oh, wow. I forgot women had shapes other than round.
Old ladies, we get it. You're aging. Maybe you never had much going on in the first place.
You angry women don't like attractive women in games or in real life.
She's out of the frame, and I start doing this. These are her footsteps. She comes in, she's like, fee, fi, fo, fum. I need a burger in my tum-tum. Voiceover monologue in her head. I give it like a reverb, and she's just like, it's been so long since I had a good burger. How dare they not represent me specifically in their RPG fantasy game?
Women enforce equality by threat of social exclusion. You want a level playing field by bringing everyone down to your level.
Strong and sexy and high quality, and then we see this is our new Harley. Beautiful women are not allowed in video games anymore.
Why are Harley Quinn's boobs so small? Who thought of this?
Unless everyone looks like me, you're cancelled, over-sexualized.
And you evolve to the Task Force X outfits.
Yeah, right.
I was thinking something more fashion forward.
And story for a modern gaming audience.
Character design. It's like a bit old and not flattering, I don't think, for a modern audience. In comparison to something like Forspoken.
Hello, beta testers. When asked about the gender-neutral body type A and body type B options in Palworld, the based developer Pocket Pair responded, acknowledging that Americans sometimes want to make very ugly characters. Western AAA ESG sensitivities be damned now, beta tester. Do you understand why their success has come with nasty threats? Feel like I have to do a Palworld giveaway now. Tell a joke in the comment section funnier than Rocksteady. Most upvotes in 24 hours will get a copy of Palworld. Like this video and comment or correct me below, but I feel the saddest part is I don't even know if this is photoshopped or if Rocksteady is actually pandering to lazy-eyed people now, because that's how woke these games gotta be. Do you think this live service season 1 still in development effeminate Joker will also have prosthetic limbs or dentures in vitiligo, and that's why he has to wear the white makeup? You know, I haven't watched the trailer because I need oxygen to live, man. 3,000 likes and we can watch it together on a stream. But how is making a game even okay for the people that I assume are in that damn studio, man? There's people starving in Africa and y'all out here wasting money on a video game. You guys are recording things. Think of the deaf people. You think of the blind. Okay? This is ableist. Harley Quinn opens a locker with her old outfit in it, the one that fans loved, the one that humans loved. She is then made to slam the door disapprovingly, exclaiming, "Yeah, right," oh my God! to communicate to the audience how the new flat-chested ESG Harley feels like the Arkham outfit. That's lame. And this is post-Joker. Please remember that. Rocksteady's writers, designers, and developers need you to know that even though they need your Arkhamverse to sell this vehicle for their agenda, they are better than it. And if you don't agree with their supposedly enlightened and progressive message, then they're better than you. Be better, bigot. The Pandaverse has claimed a great many things in an identical fashion, but I never thought so massive a percentage of the freshmen at Rocksteady lacked common sense enough to see that so aggressive a stance on what people harmlessly love would of course cause pause in any fan. This is your Saints Row moment, Rocksteady, and they've already blinked and missed it. as cringe as beer needing to shred an old woman's swimsuit magazine page, it's just sad. For God's sake, your game is mature, but breasts are so scary to new Rocksteady that Fortnite is unironically sexier? This mature game that y'all thought, oh, you should have Sweet Baby on that sensitivity reading, treat it. The only thing that comes to mind when I saw that clip was Rachel Zegler. They always think it's just the men who hate this, but I effortlessly know and find women who have supreme hatred for this forced masculine garbage, erasing specifically biologically feminine beauty. A femme fatale is no longer possible. A villain isn't even possible because these tame Sweet Baby stories go hand in hand with shit writers constantly trying to self-insert themselves as redeemable anti-heroes. Just a misunderstanding of the assignment that of course forces us all to compare your stupid ass to Volition, because this is exactly how Avengers and Saints Row Reboot went. This comic book stuff was a free meal ticket. Simply stick to what you know works. And if you gotta bend over for that ESG, at least stay as close to the designs as you can. Even Spider-Man, in all its woke glory, was not so stupid as to fuck with the suits. I've been memeing a clip from Spider-Man creative director Brian Intihar on this channel. Give them stuff you know they want.
Give people stuff you know they want, so you can inject things that maybe they aren't familiar with or maybe they don't know they want, but make them like that stuff.
What? Rocksteady refuses to even do that. In the Sushi Squad live service, what New Rocksteady calls Endgame is actually just the same arena that players played through in the tutorial. An arena that quite frankly looks as suspiciously creatively bankrupt as the Wasteland biome added in the Hawkeye DLC for the now delisted Marvel's Avengers game. But I digress. And reiterate, Sushi Squad's Endgame is the same place you play in the tutorial.
Weird alternative reality, which is like a strange desert space, and this is actually the exact same layout and map type that was used in the tutorial that I played during the alpha.
In the past, you heard me say something that might have seemed harsh at the time, that Rocksteady would need to be creatively bankrupt for us to be seeing palette swap skins and hero skins for villains this early. It would indicate that there's almost nothing else on display. So for them to now take so firm a stance against the old superior designs is a little interesting, because you the one hanging on to Arkham.
The fact that the endgame is comprised of more just basic arena encounters with different effects on the enemies we've seen from the early hours of the game.
Endgame could have, and maybe should have, seen players visiting like a Batman the Animated Series inspired world with cell shading. You've seen this done in Fortnite before. The engine's capable of it. The multiverse was the limit, but your imagination, it made it so much smaller. How many times has Sushi Squad been delayed? And this game has palette swap villains? Think back to the Pandaverse episode, and when they play up the multiverse and then it's just Randy changing clothes. I feel the joke lands so well, because if you had any expectations, that was probably well below that. That's what people should buckle up for, even if you're just watching YouTube videos on this game, because this is not the incarnation of this studio that you remember. 8 years is a long time. If you're an Arkham fan, I'm taking the time to love you enough to break this to you. You should probably release it a little bit. You're about to get your own Star Wars. Nothing that happens from here forward can ruin what came before, but how available you are to it may make you susceptible to certain emotional responses that you don't want to go into this with, man. These people don't care. You see that now, right? I mean, hey, it's just an outfit, man. It's one way for the dudes, but it's another for the ladies. You don't think this game's as politically charged as it is, but it is. And you're going to be seeing some really whack shit in this mature game. That thing means nothing. You're playing... This is a Fortnite game. This may be disturbing if you're a longtime beta tester, because Avengers famously had Scott Amos referring to Training Room as endgame. Hey, the moats, no emote wheel. Hey, boosters, how do you feel? Your asshole about to need ice cause you bent over trying to conceal a 1-year-long disgrace by alcoholics shit-faced. If you like this, get tested cause of COVID symptoms, no taste.
Scott Amos said cloning labs were just weeks away. He said Training Room was endgame.
Confusing. Just like Marvel's Avengers, Rocksteady's Sushi Squad has shown you exactly one enemy type. And I remember all those years ago describing that in 2014, even Destiny launched with what might be considered a little more variety. And I happen to know that traversal 10 years ago on Destiny's Sparrows is faster than it is in the 2024 Sushi Squad game. But the West has enjoyed such a sensitive, it's not so bad. Oh, you're a hater for factually recognizing something offering less but asking for more. Ignoring that data, not making sense. It's a nerd thing you're messing with here. This is for nerds. That's what we are.
Standing in an alternate dimension, if you will, and witnessing the destruction of the universe. Kal-El was bearing witness of the end of a universe. And you can imagine with that short amount of time that I had, what that would mean in terms of what I can convey. I had no dialogue, convey with my eyes, the emotion. Okay, so that's what I did. I was on set for maybe 3 hours. When I went to the picture, it was me fighting a giant spider.
What if Nicolas Cage's treatment here in The Flash is like Kevin Conroy's treatment in Sweet Baby's Sushi Squad? Jamie Walker and Sefton Hill publicly left the studio and publicly announced the new studio they started with ex-lead developers from Rocksteady.
You guys don't know how hard it is to make a game. You're not game developers. You don't know how hard it is. Someone died. How do you feel now? Someone died back there. Yeah, you feel it's your fault. Yeah, bad reviews. I don't care how buggy it is. Guy clipping through the ground. So what? So what? Making a game is hard. So what? Give me your money.
So what if it's hard? So what if your food's burnt? You don't know what good food's supposed to taste like. Making food is hard. A chef died back there. You're not a chef. You don't know what food's supposed to taste like. You've given me your money, and that's the way it's gonna stay. Enjoy your burnt food, and you don't get to talk about it. That's negative. That's naysaying, motherfucker. And if I catch you out here free thinking again, it will be another year in the shield mines.